A new report accuses the BBC of displaying heavy bias against Israel in its coverage of the Israel-Gaza conflict. The report was put together by a team of 20 lawyers and 20 data scientists and comes after a 4-month analysis of the BBC's output across television, radio, and other platforms. In it, the group claims that during the peak of the Israel-Hamas conflict, the BBC breached its own impartiality guidelines more than 1,500 times. The report describes this as a deeply worrying pattern of bias. The report utilized artificial intelligence to analyze about 9 million words of BBC content. One key finding was that the BBC mentioned war crimes 4 times more in relation to Israel than Hamas, 127 times compared to just 30 mentions for Hamas. The term breaching international law was also used 6 times more often with Israel when it came to the word genocide. It was associated with Israel 283 times versus only 19 times for the Palestinian group. Another concern raised by the report was the BBC's Arabic broadcast, which reportedly featured journalists who had previously made statements in support of Hamas. The BBC has acknowledged this issue before and even launched its own investigation into 6 reporters. The BBC said in response to the report, it will carefully consider the findings, but they've raised serious questions about the methodology use, particularly the reliance to AI to assess impartiality. A former BBC executive is now calling for an independent inquiry into the broadcaster's coverage. Tensions around this issue have been brewing for some time. Protesters have gathered outside the BBC's London headquarters, upset over the broadcaster's characterization of Hamas as a resistance movement. I'm Craig Negrelli. For more unbiased news stories, download the Straight Arrow News app today.